someone who may be more leaning towards the serial type of killer. I know through my sources they are working very hard now to make a determination as to whether or not Bryan Kohberger is responsible for other unsolved or cold case murders. So it is very common with respect to someone who has this type of fetish with respect to stalking these type of individuals and then carrying out these heinous acts.
This is Reporter Room with Jessica Della Davies.
Hello, Reporter Room investigators. Today we are going to be digging into the Bryan Kohberger case. We have so much stuff to get into. I want to thank all of you who have subscribed. Oh my gosh, we have so much new information in the Bryan Kohberger case. We are learning that surviving Idaho roommate Bethany Funke is arguing through her lawyers that she should not have to testify in Bryan's upcoming preliminary hearing in June. Now, here is the document regarding Bethany Funke being required to appear, and apparently through information obtained during the defense team's private investigator, and we're going to discuss the defense team's claims in just a moment, so please stay with me. The defense team is claiming that Bethany has exculpatory information in the case. Everything I'm sharing is my opinion, and opinions are not facts, so please don't send any negativity to anyone. Let's be kind to each other. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and give this video a thumbs up so I know you were here. And thank you to everyone who have come by to spend a little bit of time with me. I am enjoying bringing you videos. So the defense team is claiming that Bethany has exculpatory evidence in the case. Bethany has her own lawyer, and this lawyer is claiming that the subpoena is not proper and that the preliminary hearing is not a, quote, mini trial. In fact, Bryan's defense attorney, Ann Taylor, reportedly said, quote, during the course of my investigation, it has become known to me that Bethany Funke has information material to the charges against Mr. Kohberger. Portions of the information Ms. Funke has is exculpatory to the defendant. So that is coming from Ann Taylor. That is Bryan Kohberger's attorney. So what kind of exculpatory evidence could Bethany have? And I'm going to talk more about Bethany's lawyer and a bunch of other stuff about Bryan in just a second, so please stay with me. But Bryan Kohberger's 5-day preliminary hearing is set to begin June 26th, and I'm going to be covering this extensively on this platform, so please subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any breaking news. So in this document, the magistrate judge in Lottie County, Idaho, says that Bethany is required to attend the June 26th preliminary hearing. Moreover, Bryan Kohberger's lawyer asked the court to, quote, assist in securing the attendance of Bethany Funke as a witness on behalf of the defendant in this case, end quote. So in court documents, and these were obtained by the Daily Mail, we have learned that on April 3rd, Evelyn Grosnick, now she is the interim Washoe County public defender, she sought and got an ex parte foreign subpoena. Now this subpoena was issued to Bethany on April the 11th. So that's plenty of time because the law only requires her to have 30 days notice. Now this foreign subpoena says that Bethany is required to appear in the 2nd Judicial District Court of the state of Idaho on June 28th at 8 p.m. and for the duration of the trial to testify. We are learning that there may be a delay in tearing down the 1122 King Road house. The owners of this house donated it to the University of Idaho. Now, the University of Idaho is reaching out to both defense and prosecution attorneys to see if there would be any objection to them tearing down the house. Wow, so we know that the preliminary starts on the 26th, and now we know probably the date, June 28th, that Bethany is going to be appearing. Now, I'm going to talk more about Bryan Kohberger in just a second, but I want to dig into Bethany and her lawyer's claims. Bethany got her own attorney. Now, her attorney is in Nevada. That's where Bethany is living now, and this attorney is fighting to quash what this attorney is calling a foreign subpoena, which we know. And Bethany's attorney is claiming that a judge must have a hearing. This lawyer wants a hearing before Bethany can be required to testify, stating, quote, "There is no authority for an Idaho criminal defendant to summon a Nevada witness to Idaho for a preliminary hearing," end quote. So Bethany's attorney also wrote, quote, "A preliminary hearing is not meant to become a mini trial due to its limited purpose in deciding of probable cause," end quote. Now, law enforcement, they have not revealed where Bethany and Dylan were during the hours that Kaylee, Maddie, Xana, and Ethan were done away with. We know this happened around 4 a.m. in the morning. All we have had confirmed by law enforcement is that Bethany and Dylan got home a little after 1 a.m., while Kaylee, Maddie, Xana, and Ethan arrived home after 2 a.m. And we know that Bryan allegedly entered the 1122 King Road sometime after the DoorDash delivery around 4 a.m., unless he was already in the house. Allegedly, he's innocent until proven guilty. We also know that Bethany, she was a member of Phi Beta Phi sorority with Xana and Maddie, and if I said that wrong, I'm sorry. So let's talk about Bryan Kohberger. Bryan Kohberger's defense team seems to think that Bethany has something that's going to help his case. They think that she has exculpatory evidence, and the judge has compelled Bethany to testify. The fact that Bryan Kohberger never got cold feet when he saw that Ethan's Jeep, his red Jeep, was parked out in front, and the fact that Kaylee's Range Rover were parked out in the front, this didn't make him nervous at all. So at the time of this recording, no additional hearing has been set as wanted by Bethany's lawyers. And right now, Bethany is scheduled to testify on June the 28th. Now, Bryan stands charged with 4 counts of first-degree murder and burglary. He has not entered a plea. His next court date, we know, is in June for the probable cause hearing. Bryan Kohberger is currently sitting inside a maximum security cell in Moscow, Idaho. Please subscribe and let me know what you think in the comment section below.